Thank you, ladies. Welcome to week number 5 of High School Playbook. I'm Kent Taylor. We have another Friday night of action from both sides of the river. Rivalry games in Oldham County, on the Dixie, and across the bridge. But we kick off the show with a matchup that has produced some all-time classics and a little added intrigue tonight, a new field. Brito Barba has the action from our Salsaritas Game of the Week.
Male breaking in the new turf with a big-time opponent. Trinity, the top team in the state, hasn't beaten the Bulldogs on the road since 2017. Michael Bush Jr. back at the old stomping grounds for opening night. First quarter, the give to Jamarion Berry. From 1 yard out, punches it in. One of his 2 touchdowns of the night, 7-0 Rocks. In the second, sticking with the ground game, Romel Spearman down the left side and gone. A 44-yard touchdown run, Trinity up 20-0 at the break. First play of the second half, quarterback Zane Johnson to cross Watson. That right there is an 80-yard touchdown, no problem. Trinity up 27-zip. You gotta show some love to the defense. Sebastian Blue flying all over the place. Rock's defense dominated, holding Male to just 5 first downs. Rocks roll all over the Bulldogs, 46-0.
Tonight was a really big one because of the field. We knew that and everything else. But again, I've been asking the guys for 3 weeks to finish. Had a lead at Moeller, let it go in the second half. Had the big lead at Carmel, couldn't put them away the way we needed to. Had the lead tonight, finally put them away and did what we needed to do.
We played good, but we could have done better. We started off rusty, but in the second half, we came back and played good.
You've got to keep the pedal to the floor, and you've got to keep playing really, really hard against really good people. And this is a good football team, and Coach Wolf does a great job. And this football team, you can't let off of them, and I thought we did a good job of that tonight.
The Rocks improved to 4-1 on the season with a big one next week against their rival St. X, while the Bulldogs fall to 2-2. Reporting from Male High School, Brito Barba, WLKY Sports.
Thank you, Britt. Now, before that matchup with the Rocks, Kevin Wallace and St. X had to deal with Elder, the alma mater of Pat Kelsey and Eric Wood, and it was also Future Tiger Night. That means a ton of kids on the field, running on the field, and that's what Mason Trimble did when the Tigers strike first. He goes right up the middle for the first score of the game. It's 7-0 St. X, but Elder had just enough answers all night. Caden Estep with the 41-yard touchdown run of his own. Panthers hold on for the 26-24 win. The first loss of the season for the Tigers, and they do get Trinity next Friday night at L&N Stadium. Okay, to the skies we go. Our first Friday night flight to the Highlands, where Atherton hosted Eastern. WLKY News Chopper high above Dundee Road. Scoreless in the first. The Ravens cough it up, and Quartavis Atkinson recovers it on the 6-yard line for Eastern. The Atherton defense, though, holds. They force an Eagles field goal attempt. This is where it gets crazy. The Ravens with the block. Eastern's Ben Mathis recovers it. He's going to try to score, but he eventually coughs it up. And Atherton's Tyrone Arnold scoops it up and takes off 77 yards for the touchdown. Ravens improved to 4-1 with a 28-0 win. Some bragging rights on the line on the Dixie. PRP making the trip over to Butler. Panthers quarterback Calvin Mitchell hands it off to Ja'Cory Ferguson. Which way did it go? Which way did who go? There he is. Ferguson powers his way in. 27 PRP in control, 20-7. But the Bears had some bite tonight. Gary Wheeler's team gets back in it. Jaden James gets them closer. They tied it at 20. They had it 4th and goal inside the 5 with under 2 to play. They go for it, but James stopped at the goal line. Maybe. Did he get in? I don't know. What's the ruling? He stopped. The PRP players celebrate because we are headed to overtime after a Bears missed field goal in the OT. Calvin Mitchell on the keeper. He's in for the game winner. Panthers take it 26-20 in OT. They get their first win, and it's over their arch rival. Back to WLKY News Chopper high above Ballard's beautiful stadium. The Bruins hosting our team of the week, Fern Creek. Bruins on the goal line, already up 7-0. Jermaine Walker on the keeper. Ballard wins it 35-8. They are now 2-3. Big one for them next Friday night. They'll host Boyle County. Now let's go back out to the Dixie, this time to Valley Station, where the 4-0 Vikings hosted North Hardin. The Trojans strike first. Jacqueline Kirkland to Ronald Lunds for the 35-yard touchdown. It's 6-0 North Hardin. The Vikings with a quick answer. Jamie Jones to Lonzel Parks. The bomb, an 89-yard touchdown. 8-6. Valley is in front. North Hardin went back in front on this field goal. It's 9-8 Trojans, and then Kirkland to the air again. Trojans win it 48-8 and hand the Vikings their first loss. Up next, a rivalry game in Oldham County, and we're going to head across the river. But first, enjoy the sounds of the Jeff High School Band.
Here, and you're watching High School Playbook on WOKY.
Welcome back to High School Playbook. It's time to talk rivalry in the OC. Oldham County already had a win over North Oldham. Tonight they visited South with a chance to claim the county crown. And Preston Harvey shows us this one had a little added intrigue.
This rivalry has been one-sided over recent years. South Oldham, winners of the last 4 straight. The Dragons trying to extend that win streak, while the Colonels are looking to start one of their own. Jamie Reed facing his former program where he spent 13 seasons with the Dragons. The stadium packed for the rivalry game in Crestwood. Picking this one up in the 4th quarter, South with a 7-3 lead. The toss to Anthony Dixon. He muscles his way into the end zone to make a 2-score game with 8 minutes to play. Colonels trying to respond on 4th and 18. Derek Dees finds his favorite target, Brooks Kicklighter, over the middle to keep his team in it. Later on, it's Nash Meredith punching in the touchdown, and with time not on their side, Oldham County goes for 2, and they make it count on the pass to Jaden Corum. It's 14-11. The Colonels not going away easily. South drains the clock on their next possession and elects to punt on 4th down. But it's blocked just past midfield, giving the visiting team one final chance with 2 seconds to play. Talk about a rivalry game living up to the hype. Dees throws up a prayer. It appears to be caught, then dropped. Referees rule it incomplete. South gets the win 14-11 over Oldham County.
You don't hold a team like that on a night like this by a coach of that without having a great plan of preparation. And they played as a unit tonight. And they didn't catch a lot of breaks. There was a lot of times they could have held their head down, but they never did. The resilience of this bunch is something to be admired.
A down-to-the-wire win for South Oldham. Next up, the Dragons will visit Anderson County, while Oldham County will host North Hardin. For High School Playbook, I'm Preston Hardin.
Thank you, Preston. A final Friday night flight, this time to the East End. Unbeaten Christian Academy hosting Central Hardin. Jackson Burke, you know, his dad was a pretty good baseball player. Well, Jackson's pretty good at the football. Fakes the screen to the right, hits Jahide Brown over the middle, and Jahide is gone. The 34-yard touchdown for a 7-0 Cal lead. Later in the quarter, Burke, the screen to Gaines Howard. And you know what? Gaines doesn't even need his guys to block. They don't touch anybody. He just cuts up the Bruins defense. Cal wins it 55-6. The Centurions stay perfect at 5-0. All right, now it's time to head across the river. We start at Jeff. The Red Devils hosting Floyd Central. The Highlanders had won the last 5 meetings and the last 10 in the regular season. Floyd Central up 14-6 late in the second quarter. A penalty keeps the drive alive. Then Jackson Stone takes the snap, fights his way in for 6. 20-6 Highlanders. A big kick return put the Red Devils in position for a late score, but Donovan Taylor, no relation, ended the threat with the pick. It was 20-6 Floyd Central at the half. In the third, Sebastian Robertson and his flowing locks just took over. He powers his way inside the 5, and you know what? He got you there. Give it back to the big fella. Highlanders win it 34-12. They're now 4-1. Providence looking for a 4th straight win over Charlestown. The Pioneers with some trickeration here. Nico Fondrisi to Mason Wint. The double pass. He goes up top and connects with Jacob Evans at the 5. And that sets up Kalen Sipes for the touchdown. He just goes right up the middle, and it is 7-0 Providence in the Boneyard. In the second quarter, this just one pass. Fondrisi to Pete Lannon, and it's going to be good for 6 more for Providence. They were up 14-0, but Aaron Daniel and the Pirates, they regroup and they answered. Down 28-25 in the final minute on 4th and 3 from our friends at Glycod. Christian Grayson to A.J. Todd for the game winner. The Pirates snap that streak. They win it 32-28. They are 4-1. Now for our high school playbook highlight of the night. Back to Atherton, WLKY News Chopper with the video here. The Ravens blocked the field goal, and then after an Eastern recovery, an Eagles fumble picked up by Atherton's Tyrone Arnold, and he is not going to be denied. He goes the distance. That is a monster special teams play, and it is also our highlight of the night.